Hi Anna, how you doing? Okay, looking at your piece here, and the cover is looking much better. I really think it is. I think this typeface is working out very well. It's not so serious that it's like taking over the composition, and he doesn't look like a man that's I've seen all the pictures I've seen of this guy. He's got a huge smile on his face, so I'm thinking that this is a really nice choice for a typeface. Okay. The other thing is that this is kind of starting a little bit to look like a book cover. Quasi Crystals by Dan Sheckman. So what I'm thinking is, it's a project requirement to have some sort of a byline or subtext on the front cover. So I'm thinking maybe something other than Dan Sheckman, or maybe Dan Sheckman and then his um, uh, his accolades, his most famous accolades. In this case, the laureate, Nobel Prize laureate. So, okay, um, and I'm still thinking about. I think it's great that this is not centered. I do, but I think it's still close enough to being centered that it could be mistaken for being centered. So I'm going to pull it over this way just a little bit more, and I'm going to line that up. Or I think you should do some more alignment here because it's just too ambiguous right now. And it doesn't really necessarily telling us whether you're paying attention to the grid or not. It's just too much centered. You know what I mean? Okay, this is looking great. It really is. You've got a couple of problems here, though. I think this was a good idea. I really do. That was a good choice, tying that in with that. But why does that look so much brighter than this over here? I don't know. But anyways, it does. Great picture, good setup over here. This text here is really too big. It's huge, as is this text here. My suggestion is this, and this text here is not very legible. So we got some issues here with legibility and with the size of your type. This looks clumsy. It's so big. What I'm going to suggest is we leave the timeline alone and work on, check a different typeface. I'm sorry, a different color or different presentation. Some here, something you just can't read. You just can't read that type. Next thing I suggest is doing something with your type so that you're not pointing to the center of the type. So either flag it to the left or the right, you know what I'm saying? So here would be one entry, the flag would go up to here, and then you would go off like that. I think that's going to work out a lot better than this kind of weird kind of scale holding the type up thing. Yeah, I don't know if you feel what I'm saying, but I think that might help. Okay, this type here, what I would suggest here is I would move all your subtype down here just to counterbalance. Leave a nice piece of white space up there. Why not? Let's bring your type down here. Form three, maybe three columns of type. Really reduce the size of this type. A little bit bigger than this, but this is too big as well. Entirely too big. And I think this is too much text here too. You need to cut that down. So shrink that down. Shrink that down. Give us probably three or at least two columns of type. Move that down here and reduce the size, and I think you're in business. All right, Anna, good job. Thanks.